Hello everybody, this is Frogman and welcome back to Ultimate Alchemy. This is going to be episode number 3. Last episode we got a few of these wonderful resources automated, and yes, I did know that I had an extra transform node back there on the back that I didn't need in order to move sticks. So I went ahead and just moved it so that it was coming off of this node, and it did a little bit of adjustment. But so far this is working. We're getting a little bit of resources going on. Of course the iron is getting eaten up by all of those pickaxes, but so far everything seems to be functional. We have plenty of pickaxes going on in these, and the pickaxes are being replaced as they are needed. So next major step. In order to get a couple of types of ingots, namely gold and lead, we need to be able to we need to be able to at least get to that process. So let's go ahead and take a look at gold. Gold we're going to need for many different things, and of course the only way we're going to get gold, if you look through all of these things, is either smelt the ores, work through an induction furnace process, which induction smelter will tell us actually the way we're going to do this is right there. Gold is made with tin ingots and glowstone dust. So glowstone is something that we can make by grinding torches, and tin we already have automated, but we don't have the ability to make an induction smelter. So there has to be another process to do this. We go all the way down to the end here. We know of the tinker smeltering capabilities of being able to melt things. There's also an alloy of tin and glowstone to be able to make gold. So we need to start looking at tinker's construct. Now, tinker's construct, of course, we all know, is going to take lava. Lava, in order to make lava, we can't really process it just yet. We don't have the ability to be able to actually make it with additions. There's no lava in this world. There's no way of pumping it. So lava buckets are actually something we can craft, which is a bucket of lava ingredients, which needs obsidian. Well, that's interesting. So how do we make obsidian? Well, obsidian is made by smelting double compressed cobblestone. Well, that's interesting because we're already making single compressed cobblestone right here. So if we go ahead and smack another mechanical crafter right next to this guy and get us a piece of this and teach this recipe to this little machine right here, it will then start crafting double compressed cobblestone blocks. Awesome. So let's go ahead and set up a drawer for this. We have a drawer over here, and I think I should still have plenty of transfer nodes. We may have to make a few more of these here in just a second, but we'll go ahead and craft obsidian right here. So no connect. Thank you. To do that, and I should put my furnaces away. I don't know why I put my furnaces away. There we go. Let's get a furnace drop down on top of that, and we'll do the exact same thing we did here before. So the translocator and the translocator, and go. And that should start crafting obsidian for us. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to let that run a little bit. So, of course, tinker smeltery. So, we all know how to craft. It's fairly simple. We have the normal same old blocks as always. So we have the seared bricks. Seared bricks require grout, and grout in this pack is not made with clay. So it's pretty simple, pretty easy. So we just need to grab some of this compressed gravel that we have and this compressed sand that we currently have, run over to our little crafting table and decompress all of that. Okay, that should be enough to make quite a bit of the grout. So grout, excellent. That's a bunch of grout. We should be able to make a nice decent sized thing, and I'm going to go ahead and toss this back in there and this back in here. And we're going to go ahead and throw these in here and get them on cooking. And that's going to take a little while, obviously. Probably should go ahead and even expand on this now that I can. Let's do this, and this, and get down in this hole here. And where's my wrench? No, thank you. All right. We will get this upgraded shortly. The next major step is going to be working through various machines. So we were looking at crushers, crusher. The crusher is the next step as far as where we're going to be able to go as far as technology is concerned, and I think a powered furnace is not all that easy to do at this point. We still need to be able to get black quartz and whatnot, so that's a ways away from now. So we may be using furnaces for a while, and man, did I really mess that one up. Hang on a second. No. Am I out of transfer notes? No, I am not at this point. So let's put one of those. Hello. Put one of those right there, and then do this. There we go. And my wrench, no. Okay, all better. So that will work through that process, and we should be getting some seared bricks, and I can put the tin ingots away. Thank you very much. That's going to take its a little bitty sweet time. So now that we have a little bit of this done, give me some of those, and give me some of that, and some iron. And let's make a few buckets. I guess I had some iron over here. Whatever. 16 buckets will be just fine. What was it? This, and this. Yes, excellent. So that's going to make a bunch of lava buckets, or at least eventual lava buckets. They are going to have to be smelted as well. So we're going to go ahead and stick these in here, grab one of those, and trade that for that. And those should just move, although unfortunately this is a transfer node, so it's going to be doing that anyway. Yes, awesome. We got 36 of those and a bucket of lava. Awesome, 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 awesome. So we still have some glass over here? Yes, we do. Cool. Let's at least start getting some of this process going. So there is a smeltery controller, a smeltery tank, and I want 3 drains. If I have enough to do 3 drains, I do. Excellent. Cool. I'm gonna need one more. Give me one more. Yep, awesome. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Faucets. Awesome. All right, so we're gonna let that cook a little bit, and we're going to figure out where we want to put this. What did I do with some placement blocks? I guess we can use those. He's going to live right here. So I want to do something about like this, and this, and this, and that. Whoop. And we're going to have the drains on, I think we're going to put them on this side. We're going to place the controller and the tank, and I'm going to have to go ahead and smack these guys down, and probably going to have to wait on this to process a little bit more. So let me grab one of those, and you can trade that out, please. All right, 16 more bricks. That's enough to get some of the floor done. I'm going to probably build this to the ceiling, or at least something like that. We don't need to have a massive one. We're not going to be doing a lot of ore processing with these. It's just mainly going to be processing of some of this material into other materials until we get the induction smelter and a couple of the other things. So I'm going to make a cut here right now, and we're going to let that stuff process. So we'll see you guys in just a little bit. I so forgot about this. So forgot about this. So satisfying. We're almost done. Acceleration 1 for the win. Almost finished. 1, 2, 3. I love how quickly that stuff goes away. So we're almost finished. Okay, so that should have been all of those. And that made a bunch of lava buckets. And now we have plenty of seared bricks to build the structure. Now I think we're going to go ahead and do this. And do this. And go ahead and fill the sides in. I may end up putting more drains on this side eventually, who knows, so we'll just go ahead and build this structure up a little bit, just so we have enough processing to do a bit more work, because we are going to have to make a bunch of gold. We're going to, oop, that didn't work. We're going to have to make quite a few things, so this is how we're going to do that. That should be that, and that should do that. Am I up most of the way? We're getting there. I love it. I keep forgetting I have flight too. All right, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that should be enough to do the work that we need to do. We need to get a couple of more of these to make some 1, 2, 3, and 4. Need to make a couple more parts for the smeltery. Of course, we need a couple of casting basins and at least 1 drain, just so that we have something to work with for right now. All right, so let's go stick this lava in the tank. Get rid of that. More lava, please. Okay, now, should have the infrastructure to make some gold. So gold, as we saw earlier, is going to be an alloy of tin and glowstone slush. Glowstone we craft out of torches. So let's grab a stack of that and a stack of the sticks wherever they are hiding and make a bunch of glowstone. Cool. And then we will come over to this crafting table where I don't have any more bowls. How do I'm out of bowls already? Whatever. Give me some wood. Thank you. Bowl. Where is it? It goes right there, and then this, and some torches. So let's just make a bunch of glowstone. And I'm going to save those. Okay, cool. So now we have a bunch of glowstone, and we need a bit of tin. So one stack of that should do the work for this, and I should have lots of room in here. So we'll do that. And I'm going to go ahead and grab a chest. Do we still have one laying over here? We do. Thank you. Kind of get this somewhat automated. So that can go right there. And item translocator down and up. And I want to stick all of those in there and click that button right there. He should pile that in. And then we should be able to make a bunch of gold. Excellent. How much are we going to end up with? 10 slash down. So how much glowstone? Go away. We have 3 blocks left, so I'm going to go ahead and stick another stack of that in there. And we're going to borrow a regular old normal iron ingot. I need 1, not a dozen. Thank you. And pour off some gold to make our first castings. Sweet. Okay. Let me get a... Where are those levers? The levers are in there, right? Yeah? We'll just grab a few of those. And we'll do this and this for right now. Excellent. All right. Do I have any more transfer nodes? No, I do not. Let's make some more transfer nodes really quickly. Transfer node should be something like that. And we were out of stone, so let's put some stone in here. Transfer node, transfer node, transfer node, transfer node, transfer node. Get a few more of those going so that we can automate this process. I need those chests. And at least be able to pull this stuff out of here automatically. For now. Come on, go. And the pipes. Okay, cool. And maybe I need to be putting those on the side. I don't remember how this works. It's been a long time. Can I put that right here and it'll automate it, or am I going to have to get a clock for it? Yeah, I'm going to have to get a clock for it. No big deal. We'll work on that in a second. So we can do this, we can do this. How much gold did we end up with? We have quite a bit of gold now and a bunch of glowstone slush. So let's grab a little bit more tin and run some more tin through the system. Yes, good enough. Yes, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. What does it take to make a clock? Do we have a clock? We do have a clock. So we have a redstone clock. We can do that real quick. And again, out of wood, and there's sticks over here, and I know it. Walking back and forth. Give me some more sticks, please. All right, a clock to make those guys work. So redstone torch and a clock. 1 clock, a little bit of redstone, good deal. And I guess we'll just use this for right now. Yes, clock, redstone, go. Now, I know I have this in here, and that's fine. I'm not too terribly concerned about this. We need to be able to get these guys emptied. So, excellent. Cool, 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 cool. Nice. Love it. Go ahead and make some more. Awesome. All right, so now we have a small amount of gold, and we will be working with gold eventually. This is not how we're going to do gold. We're going to end up doing that in an induction smelter as the time progresses. But for right now, we need some gold so that we can make some of the machines. But I'm not going to get there yet because we need to go ahead and look at some more processes. Now, in order to be able to get on into some of the quests, the first thing that I want to look at is dirt. So dirt is only made in a carpenter with gravel. So what does a carpenter take to make? A carpenter takes not a whole lot of things other than a sturdy casing, and as we can see, the recipe has been changed. We don't need the bronze. That takes us to another problem where how are we going to make power at this point in time? So what do we have for generators? Now the normal generators are here. I think actually if I had a diamond I could actually make that, and some draconium ingots. We do have furnace generators, but the biggest problem with anything that is in in extra utilities is these are all gated behind something that's rather funny, which is marble. And in order to make this a little easier, we're going to look this up. Marble is diorite. Diorite is quartz, nether quartz and stone, or a white dye and stone. So I don't exactly recall what this takes right offhand, but it's either the normal, so bones, bone blocks, or in this case, compost, peat and compost. So peat and compost are something that we can probably get going. So peat should be something that we make with a bog earth, if I remember correctly. So bog earth is, again, sand and dirt, which we need to be able to make this. So we're kind of back up in one of these long lines of stuff to where it's sand and some type of dirt and some water will make us bog earth to get into something ridiculously silly. So a carpenter, power, anything along that lines as far as extra utilities is out of the question. So what do we have for thermal? Well, normal thermal machines, we should have the dynamos somewhere. Where are they? Yes, we have the dynamos that we can make. There's probably only going to be about one we can make right now, which is going to be the steam dynamo, because we should have everything here except for silver. All right, well, how do we get silver? Silver. I need to get the right ingot this time, that ingot. Again, silver is going to be another one of these where we're going to have to go down a rabbit hole like this. So silver is iron and liquid glass. Did that fill up? Yes, it did. Of course it did. Break those off real quick. Where did you go? Oh, they're sitting right there where I can't get to them. Okay, so you have probably, what, a couple of more of these. Let's just toss a couple of these back in here and let that finish. That'll take its time. So this is one of those deals where we're going to have to start playing with silliness. So I need a little bit of sand again. That should be sufficient. And some iron times a couple of those. And I think once this one is done, we're going to go ahead and break that off so that it doesn't work. So gold blocks, you're going to fill that up. Do I have a lever on me right now? Stop. Finish. Okay, you're good. All right, so I can put that back on these two and let that finish. All right. I don't know how much did we have in there. All right, so let's go ahead and cook a little bit of sand up. And I for certain want to shut this off. Are we out of gold finally? Yes, we're out of gold. All right, so shut the light off here. Iron. Okay. Well, once that process, we can get on to the next step. So I don't know where we're at as far as time on this episode. We're going to have to kind of keep an eye on things. We've got plenty of obsidian coming in. I've got lots of iron and lots of other good stuffs. So I've got a bit of gold now. That's awesome. We can start making a few more machines. This should actually mean we can make some of the thermal stuff now, like the pulverizer and the redstone furnace. But I think for right now, I'm going to let that process. Come on. And that stuff takes forever. What am I doing? Come on, brain. Where is it? I always forget I have this thing on me. I love it. Okay, so let's tell that to empty that out, and we'll turn you back on. And I think I can probably even accelerate this, right? Maybe? If I hit it right? Okay, cool. All right. Turn that so I can see it. All right, so we're now getting some silver as well. So that's awesome. I guess. Where do we want to look at? We might just hold off on power until next episode, because we need to be I need to actually sit down and do a little bit of calculation and figure out what I need, because we're going to need to be able to get into power. We're probably going to have to start looking at GP as well, so I can start speeding up some of these transfer nodes. And this system is eventually all going to probably get removed, get torn out, and replaced with the crafters are going to probably stay, but like any process that has the grinding recipe in it, so like this one, these we can replace with crushers, or we can replace them with pulverizers, something along those lines. So they'll be a little bit faster and a little bit more efficient on materials. We'll quit wasting the iron and the sticks in order to be able to make things. Not like it's not a problem, it's an infinite resource that we have, but it's good. So alright guys, I'm going to cut it right there, and we will see you in the next episode, and I'm going to probably do a little bit more building and getting ready to do some power generation stuff. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.